also has a family drama that has led to a lawsuit filed against the police.
Good evening. Welcome to Fox 11 News at 6. I'm Alex Michaels.
And I'm Christine Devine.
A fallout continues from last summer's protest that rocked the country in the aftermath of George Floyd's murder. Now, day after that incident, a young LA filmmaker named Jamal Shakir left his downtown apartment to join a protest.
What happened next is both a family drama and the subject of a new lawsuit. Phil Schuman is live at LAPD headquarters to explain this. It's a different one, Phil.
Well, it is. Jamal Shakir says it's the first protest he ever attended. Imagine his surprise when he saw one of the LAPD officers coming towards the group was his uncle. He says his uncle told him to turn around and go home, and while Jamal didn't, he said his uncle directed another officer to fire less than lethal weapons at him.
Eric, look, he telling them who to shoot.
That's Jamal Shakir's voice. He's streaming live cell phone video at a downtown LA protest last May. Eric is his uncle, LAPD officer Eric Anderson, who Jamal says ordered another cop to shoot Jamal with less than lethal hard foam projectiles.
That could have been you, and you being stunned.
Jamal says the first hit him in the hand, the second in the butt. He went to the hospital. This a photo of his bandaged fingers. Why are you speaking out?
I feel like it's my duty.
Jamal never filed a complaint after that night, but he's now part of a personal injury and civil rights lawsuit with the support of Black Lives Matter.
The irony of this entire story is just that I spent my entire life doing everything to prevent being a statistic of the criminal justice system or being a victim of the police brutality force.
And he engaged in just a beautiful way, a summoning of the spirits of the freedom fighters who walked before him.
Jamal's lawyer is the high-profile Carl Douglas, who labels this case in a dramatic afternoon news conference bluer than blood, reflecting, he says, a warrior mentality exhibited by some in law enforcement that needs to change.
This case speaks about the brainwashing that so indoctrinates a young brother to use force and violence against his own blood.
No word from Eric Anderson and no comment from the LAPD because of the pending lawsuit. But Alex and Christine, the Police Protective League, the union, did issue a statement calling this like a bad, unfinished movie script. They said conveniently left out of the theatrics throughout the complaint are the facts that during the night the alleged behavior took place. LAPD officers were confronted with repeated violent attacks, riotous behavior, looting, and major property damage to local businesses. Now, Jamal Shakir has more than a passing interest in the criminal justice system, Alex and Christine. His father sentenced to multiple life sentences for murder when he was a young boy. His mother also sent to prison. He spent his life being raised by grandparents and other relatives. Live downtown, I'm Phil Schuman, Fox 11 News.
Phil, that is quite the story. Do you know what they're seeking in that lawsuit?
Typically, Christine, they don't ask for a specific number of monetary damages. Carl Douglas was quite clear, saying that